Today, we're exploring a pretty radical idea. What if modern physics is encoded in the Quran?
The source material we're looking at claims there's a deep link between scripture and science. So let's break down the comparisons it makes between the Quran and quantum physics.
First up, wave-particle duality. Basically, light can act like both a wave and a particle.
The source connects this to a key verse, seeing light upon light as this dual nature. It even maps the physics onto foundational symbols, like mercy for the wave and truth for the particle.
And this idea is even applied to a law of testimony, framing it as a physical principle.
Okay, now let's talk about the world's most famous equation, E equals mc squared.
But the source flips it around to explain a spiritual concept.
It's kind of fascinating.
Here's the breakdown. Each part of the equation gets a specific spiritual meaning. The takeaway, more Quranic knowledge, the E, makes one's deeds, the M, feel lighter on Judgment Day.
All right, let's get into one of quantum physics' weirdest ideas, entanglement.
The source points to the relationship between Musa and Harun as an example of this inseparable connection. And then there's wave function collapse, when possibilities snap into a single reality once they're observed. This gets mapped to the story of Isa's ascension, presented as a real-world quantum event.
So, to recap, we've seen these direct lines drawn from quantum principles to Quranic ideas.
The central thesis is that the Quran was written in the language of physics way before we had the words. The claim is these aren't just metaphors. They're supposedly the native physics of the text itself.
Which leaves us with a really provocative question. What happens when we read ancient texts as scientific code?